While the rest of us drool over 50 grand a night penthouses on Instagram, 3 last names you've never Googled are already buttering rolls on the same shaded terrace they've used since Calvin Coolidge. Same linen, same wine, same polite hush. Today we're peeking at the mental code that keeps them coming back, not because they can swing it, but because they wouldn't dream of swinging anywhere else.
Authority and roadmap. I spent half a year sneaking through family office travel logs, bribing estate managers with decent coffee, and loitering on the platform at Beaulieu-sur-Mer while everyone else sprinted to Nice. 7 quirks surfaced again and again. Borrow 2 of them, and your next getaway will feel richer. No private jet required.
Privacy is the real currency. Old money doesn't hide. It simply refuses to stand where you can bump into it. They rent the villa that's not on booking, land on the Tuesday flight nobody wants, tip in cash so the desk clerk can't sell their names to page 6. Exposure feels cheap. If a stranger can price your holiday from a screenshot, the spell is already broken. Pick one piece, airport, hotel, cafe, and wipe it off the public ledger. The silence tastes better than the champagne.
Tradition beats novelty every time. Great-grandma summered in the same weather-beaten Nantucket house in 1938. Her great-grandkids still set the same chipped Wedgwood jug on the porch each night. Neuroscience call it temporal grounding. The brain hears, "We've survived a century. This moment is safe." You don't need an heirloom cottage, just one anchor you repeat. Same picnic table, same sunset walk, same joke retold. Do it 3 years running and you'll feel the calm dock alongside you.
Understated luxury hides in maintenance, not price tag. A 12-bedroom manor looks plain in photos, but the stone steps are hand-sanded every May, so no guest ever spies a crack. That invisible elbow grease is the flex. Psychologists label it evidence of stewardship. Translation: I keep things longer than your attention span. Spend the upgrade money on what you touch every second. Linen, shoe leather, door hinges, rather than the thing you'll photograph once and forget.
Exclusivity is geographic, not expensive. Old money tilts the map 20 degrees. They'll skip the overrun Alpine hotspot and drive to the next valley where the chairlift rattles, the trail map is mimeographed, and the hut pours one wine, because the family underwrote the vineyard in 1954. You can copy the move. The second lake, the smaller island, the weekday national park. Scarcity of company beats scarcity of cash every time.
Self-narrative over social narrative. Ask an heiress where she vacationed, and she'll shrug. The yellow house. Full stop. No hashtag, no carousel. The trip's job is to reinforce her internal story of continuity, not to audition for yours. Travel shrinks find that people who park the urge to post recall memories more vividly. Try radio silence for the first 48 hours. The experience stays yours. It doesn't evaporate into the feed.
Time richness trumps monetary richness. They'll sail cows to Dartmouth because the tide favors a 7-day loop, even though a helicopter could shave it to 40 minutes. The point is to let conversation compound like interest in an unhurried hull. You don't need a yacht, you need one deliberately blank afternoon. Owning your timeline is the fastest route to old money calm.
Legacy is the loudest silence. Every July, 3 cousins repaint the tiny wooden boat their grandfather bought during the war.
Outsiders see a quaint skiff. Insiders see 100 years of soft power. Pick one micro-tradition you can carry forward. Same group photo on the same pier, same picnic recipe, same scrolled trip log. In 5 years, it becomes a private brand stronger than any monogram. If any of that felt lighter than the usual 10 luxury hotels listicle, hit like so the algorithm learns quiet content still sells. The anti-flash checklist. Before you book, ask, could a stranger copy this by simply throwing cash at it? If yes, pivot. Flashy fades, lineage compounds. Packing the psychology. They travel light, but every piece can be resuscitated. A navy cashmere sweater shuttles through decades because the elbow patches are rewoven in Edinburgh and the spare button lives in the side seam. Pack by the heritage repairability rule. If the airline lost it tomorrow, could a local tailor restore it in 24 hours? If not, you overpaid for disposable shine. Social immunity. Old money holidays look boring to the outside world. Nobody brags about a Tuesday spent identifying mushrooms with a second cousin. Yet that shared boredom welds the family tighter than any zip line. Schedule one boring together block, no photos, no adrenaline, and watch group cohesion skyrocket. Tell me your quietest vacation moment in the comments. I reply to the first 100, and the best tale gets a real postcard mailed from whichever tiny station I'm hiding in next.
The return ritual. They come home on a Wednesday so the staff can reset the house before Monday intrudes. Translation, land a day ahead of the masses. Your inbox stays polite and your nervous system stays on vacation an extra sunrise.
Teaching without teaching. Kids in these families can splice a mooring line before they can parallel park, not to impress strangers, but because competence is the family passport. On your next trip, give each person one micro skill. Ordering coffee in dialect, fixing a bike tire, naming one bird call. Competence creates quiet confidence that outlives the suitcase.
The 100-year question. Every choice is run through, will this story last a century? Not grandiose, just the time frame their trustees use. Before you upgrade the rental car, ask, will a grandchild chuckle at Christmas? If the tale dies with the credit card bill, downgrade. Old money vacations feel different because they're governed by a horizon longer than the flight home. Privacy, tradition, and quiet upkeep are compound interest in experiential form. Steal one, erase a footprint, repeat a ritual, guard an afternoon, and your next trip will start accruing legacy instead of likes. Safe travels. And if you spot a faded navy sweater threading the platform at Beaulieu, nod once. We'll know the code made it to you.